Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to go ahead and review this Serendipity powder nail dip kit. I have to tell you guys, I was so excited when I saw this at Walmart. It was $20. But if you guys have ever gotten your nails done, $20 for a kit that you can do your nails over and over and over, this is pretty inexpensive. So I used to have a blog a long time ago where I did my nails. A lot of people that know me know that I absolutely love getting my nails done or having my nails painted. But as you guys know, I do a lot of cleaning and DIYs. And let me just tell you, whether it's gel nails or even traditional nail polish, they just tend to chip off. So this stuff is amazing, and I'm just showing you here everything that's included, including the colors. In that little bottle is alcohol. That is a lint-free little pad, and it gives you the instructions on the back on how to go ahead and actually do this. So this is my very first time ever using any nail dip powder. So we're going to go ahead and get into it, and I hope you guys are as excited as I am. This is going to be a review and a demonstration, so please make sure, if you haven't already, to hit that subscribe button and show me some love by giving me that thumbs up. So let's go ahead and get right into it, and I'll tell you all the pros, all the cons, and everything you need to know. The colors included are Feverish, which is the dark one, Regatta Red, which is the red one, of course, and then Neutral, which is, get it, neutral, the neutral pink, and then you have this buffer little sanding block. Honestly, you guys, I ended up using my own because this one wasn't that great, but the Color Club is who makes this particular starter kit, and it says that it's easy to apply, it's long-lasting, ship resistant, no LED needed, and it's a gentle formula. And I can vouch for the fact that this lasts about 2.5 weeks before it starts looking like it's time for a change, and I'll explain that as we go on. But it says that it's 21-day wear. I got about, let's see, about 18 days before I was just done, and I needed to change it, and I will explain why here shortly. But I'm just going ahead and reading the instructions, and I'm going to go ahead and apply this. So this is going to include your bond, your instant applicator, and it's going to include the little blue one, which is basically your brush cleaner. Trust me, that thing is like magic, and you're going to need it. So the first part of the instructions, which is what I'm doing now, it tells you to wash your hands, which I had already done, and to use a medium side included in the buffer to gently remove shine from your natural nails. Now, I will tell you, since I've used this product multiple times, that it's best if you guys do the full care. This time I was just so excited and I wanted to get right into it, as it was my first time. So I didn't do what I would normally do when I give myself a manicure, which is, you know, soak my hands, push back the cuticles, cut my nails. I didn't do any of that, you guys. I just wanted to get right into it to see, number one, if I liked it, and number two, how it worked. So then the next one, it tells you to go ahead and basically remove all of the oils from your skin, from each nail, excuse me, which is using alcohol wipes, or, you know, one that doesn't have a non-lint one. If you guys want to know where these non-lint cotton swabs are from, I got mine from Sally's Beauty Supply, and I've had these for a while because these are the same ones that I use when I do my gel kit. So in case you ever wanted to, you know, try to find them, that's kind of where I get mine. So we're going to go ahead and place that to the side, and now we're going to get started. Now, one thing that I recommend, and I'm so glad that I did this color, is to go as light as possible, because when you're new to something like this, if you put a color that's close to your hand color, it's not going to show up as bad as it would if you were to do like a deep color. A deep color is going to be very obvious if you goof up, whereas this one, it's going to be a little more forgiving. So anyway, let's go ahead and get right into it. Apply the bond gloss to your finger, and it says to brush lightly with medium pressure to ensure an even application. And after applying the bond gloss, to dip your finger in the powder using a scooping motion. It says to tap your finger against the edge of the jar to remove the excess powder from the nail. And then you're supposed to repeat that for the remainder of your nails. Now for this particular tutorial, I'm just going to do the one hand on camera, and then we're going to proceed to finishing off camera the other hand.
Restless in my bones and in my feet. Now the day is dawning. There ain't no pain can ever make me stay. Yeah, you know it's true. There ain't no rain can wash it all away. It's been haunted into stone. There ain't no place can ever make me feel that the space that you left can.
Okay, so basically the next step is to repeat step 4 and 5, which is basically adding the bond gloss and then dipping your finger in that scooping motion. So you're going to go ahead and do that again to all of your fingers.
Just keep moving sideways like a wrecking ball. Every mood and every game, every mistake. I'm only growing harder to break, like the way I want it.
Okay, and at this point is when I go in and actually dust off the excess powder from each nail. I do not like doing it after dipping because I feel like it's just gonna rub right off. So again, that's just a total personal preference, but that is just how I did it and it works fabulous. After you do all of that, it just says to add a generous amount of the instant activator, to your fingers, and make sure to let it dry for 1 whole minute.
There ain't no pain can ever make me stay. Yeah, you know it's true. There ain't no.
Okay, now it tells you to repeat steps 4 and 7, which is basically applying your bond gloss and then adding the generous amount of instant activator. So we're going to go ahead and repeat the process again. I skipped over the activator just because you guys saw me do it already. So the next step is actually probably the hardest step in this entire process. And that is that once the nails are dry, you need to file them into shape. Now, let me tell you guys that I highly recommend that if you're going to purchase this product, that you invest in some tools. I ended up going to Amazon and getting an electric filer because y'all, depending on how picky you are, and I'm pretty stinking picky, this hurt my hands. I mean, you're talking about shaping your nails the way that you want them. And I don't like thick, chunky nails. I like them thin and beautiful. So yeah, you guys, just think about that. Okay, so it tells you that once you're done with smoothing out your nails, you're going to go ahead and wash them and dry them thoroughly, which of course I did. And then you're going to apply another coat of the Instant Activator and allow it to dry. And then we're going to use a dry wipe and wipe the surface of each nail. So that is what we're doing now. Okay, so next up, you're going to apply the Bond Gloss again, and it says to do it in 2 or 3 quick brush strokes. And then it says wait 15 seconds, and on the same hand, apply it again slower. So in other words, you're going to do the Bond Gloss 2 more times. To finish off, you're going to repeat steps 11 and 13, which is basically another step of Instant Activator, and to do the slow version of the Bond Gloss. So for the sake of this video, I am definitely speeding all of this up so you guys don't have to sit here and wait for the final results. Now, I also went off camera to finish my other hand, as you guys can see here. And now that we're done with pretty much the steps, we're going to go ahead and take our cuticle oil, and we're going to go ahead and finish it off by adding our cuticle oil and rubbing it in. And that, you guys, concludes the unboxing and tutorial part of this video. The rest is basically the review. I'm going to go ahead and give you the pros first, and then we're going to go ahead and get into the cons. The first pro is the price point, because think about it, you have 3 different colors and you have the ability to reuse these as often as you'd like. Number 2, the fact that this really does and can last for 21 days. I told you that mine lasted 18 days, and let me explain the reason why. At 18 days, it started lifting from where my cuticles are, and the reason for that is because I filed them so thin. Now my nails are just weird, and I'm definitely no hand model, but it just, you know, looked a little funny. See, here is the end results in close-up, and let me tell you, for being a first timer, I think it turned out fabulous. But anyway, you guys, so I do recommend this product very much so. Another pro with this product is that you can continue to purchase the different powders if you wanted different colors, and your little basically activator, bond, and your brush cleaner will last for quite some time. A little bit goes a long way. And as you noticed, even though there are a ton of steps, you're only technically dipping into the actual product or the powder 2 times. And so this is not a product that's gonna, expire right away, or, you're not gonna run out of it quickly. Now, I'm going to go ahead and move on to the cons, because there are a few cons. The first con, being the biggest con in my opinion, is it's very much time consuming. Now for me, it's totally worth it, because you know what, it's my me time, and I'm saving a ton of money, and I personally like it. So it took me about an hour to do both nails, both hands. The dilemma is that I'm also very, very picky. And so, if you want it to look good, you're going to take the time to make it look good. And again, this was my first time, you guys, and I did, I am a little bit faster now, but not always, just because I like to take my time. Anyway, and the other negative or con I would have to say is the fact that you probably do want to invest in other tools. Now, do you have to? No. I recommend it though, unless, you've got super hands and they don't get tired easily, but mine do. And so that's why I personally recommend that. Another con is that your brush gets very stiff if you don't hurry up. Now you can be very patient and just clean it in between. That's what the little blue bottle is for. You know, it's up to you. Now, if you had two bottle cleaners or brush cleaners, that would be ideal. But if you don't, you just have to be very quick or very patient. So that's another con. But that pretty much concludes my review, you guys. So as you can see, it's equal parts pro and con. So honestly, it's a 50-50 toss-up. Do you think it's beneficial for you? It is for me, and I absolutely love it. So of course I recommend it, but take into consideration everything that I've let you know and decide whether or not it is something that you feel is something you want to invest in. Anyway, I want to thank you so much for tuning in today. I hope you have a beautiful and blessed day. Thanks so much for watching. Bye, guys.